Hi there, namaste, thank you so much for being here, and welcome to another message from your spirit guides by Spiritualistik. Please take a moment to center your energy, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Please use your intuition to select one of these 4 cards, and I will post the timestamps to your video below. Please use your intuition, and I will see you at your reading. If your reading resonates with you or you like it a lot, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe so that I can continue making this content for you. Also, please check out my book, The Fool's Journey, on Amazon and soon Barnes & Noble. It is all about the Fool's Journey in tarot, and I think you'll really like it. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, Group 1. Namaste. If you selected the first card, then this reading is for you. Ooh, it looks like you've gotten the Queen of Pentacles. So this indicates that you are tuning your masculine and feminine energies together. You are using your creative and intuitive sides in order to create monetary and physical abundance for you. It's likely that you have a lot of focus right now on your home life, as well as putting one foot in front of the next and being successful, whatever that means for you. You're likely in a position of leadership or authority with it, whatever it is that you're doing, and a lot of people are coming to you for your mind. This is going to be very, very useful and helpful, but there is a message here with just a few orange flowers in the back, not to leave your creativity out of the projects that you're working on right now. It's very important that you continue to move from a place of love. Be cautious of the energy that you are putting in, and also the pearls around her neck are reminding me of the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is also the number 4, which indicates nurturing, motherly energy, and also a stable home life. So there's definitely an energy of bringing more creativity, sensuality, and pleasure into your day-to-day routine as you ground this energy that is likely coming from you being a thought leader of some sort. You have the 6 of Wands, beautiful to start off with, Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. This indicates that you've been working on your routine a lot. In your day-to-day life, your spirituality is very important to you. You are definitely showing up with your practice. You are inspiring yourself as well as others, and you are realizing that no one else can do the work for you. You are your own knight in shining armor, so to speak, and this is bringing you a celebratory energy. It's opening up your crown and throat chakras, and on top of this, you are experiencing a beautiful celebratory time. There might be new people coming in and out of your life, but first and foremost, your spirituality is taking the center stage here. Your creativity, your fire energy. You could be feeling like you are getting more in touch with your fire energy at this time, and also your digestion could be changing. You could be making a better focus on what it is that you're putting in your body, what you're consuming, as far as shows, music, food, in all areas of life. It seems that you are very tactical, very airy, very grounded, and now you're stepping more into this fiery energy. Your spark has been lit, and there's likely an aspect of pressure behind this, but it was only to get you to crack open in the sense that a pearl does when it forms. It is formed under pressure due to an injury or a trauma of some kind. And this is exactly what's been happening for you. You're opening up your toolbox and using all of your resources in order to have the most enjoyable and productive day possible. As you mesh these energies together, you're finding a new pivotal point in your life, which allows you to see the blue skies coming ahead and feel the freedom that's coming for you through the hard work that you have been and still are putting in now. But because you are applying a different energy, you are spiritually awakening, you are becoming more intuitive, and you are enhancing the spirituality and intuition of those around you just by you standing in your power a little bit more. There's an energy of fearlessness and a bit of impulsivity that is actually allowing you to stand in your own energy even stronger. For clarification, we have the 8 of Swords. the Knight of Wands again, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Wow, this is incredible. So this indicates that you are creating a new perpetual cycle for yourself. Now, coming back to this element of pressure, you felt like you had learned a lot. This goes back to you being a thought leader of some type. You have been putting a lot of energy into learning and growing and expanding and evolving and putting the pedal to the metal. You've definitely been squashing snakes out of your garden and putting yourself in this humble, gentle lamb energy, knowing that you are a lamb and sitting on the throne at the same time. This Eight of Swords is indicating that, yes, your speech and your intellect are very focused at this time, but also things have been moving quite quickly. There's an energy of things that were once moving slow, like molasses, Saturnian type of energy. You've learned these lessons, and now things are expanding. They're becoming very quick with this Jupiter and Gemini energy. Now, you feel like there's a lot you have to say and very little time to say it, or there's a lot that you need to do in very little time. But what you maybe are not seeing is the amount of groundwork you have already laid. I'm hearing you are closer than you think, particularly if this has to do with a project in general that maybe is overwhelming you due to size or time constraints. This is an omen that this will be profitable for you as long as you continue to use this inspired and spiritual, humble energy. If you continue to be a bit impulsive, it will actually help you out at this time because of the time constraint here. But you already have a practical plan in place. You have perfected your daily routine. So make sure that you do not slip on your daily routine, your day-to-day, because you're going to be able to start folding new things into your day to help you reach your goal a little bit faster. However, it needs to feel like it's coming from a flow and a place of authentic inspiration. Moving on. No, okay, 8. Okay. They want me to tell you 8 indicates monetary abundance. It also indicates Scorpio, Pluto, shadow work, and transformation. So you're likely going through an energy of personal transformation right now. Things maybe have not been comfortable on a few areas of life. Likely some that were deeply emotional and spiritual, some that had to do with your presentation of self. I'm hearing an ego death as well. And needing to make sure that you are materially, fiscally, and, well, when it comes to your home life, stable. Now, 8 does indicate abundance. This abundance will come quickly and exponentially increasing through your use of your knowledge, your intellect, and your words. Now, I'm hearing, but nothing comes for free. You might have been working a lot for free, or you might have been working very slowly and tactfully according to a specific plan. When you started feeling called to use a little more divine inspiration in your day on top of your regular routine, things likely switched. You likely reprioritized some things. This is going to be very beneficial for you, but make sure that you are not allowing things to clash mentally. It is so important, particularly at this time, that you spend a little bit of time meditating, clearing your mind, bringing your whole energy back down to ground zero. This is going to help you stay productive, stay on top of everything, and I'm hearing decrease overwhelm, because there is a lot on your plate right now, but there is no reason that it should overwhelm you unless you are not both organized and relaxed. So those should be your first 2 priorities on top of any task that you are actually performing. So, with the Knight of Wands coming out twice, very fast, determined, spiritual, and creative energy here. With the Six of Wands, you are entering this new period of life where you are feeling good. You're feeling good about where you're at, you feel good about your daily routine, and you likely feel good about the connections in your life, your spirituality. I'm hearing you're wearing your soul on your sleeve, which is absolutely beautiful. Lord of Flame and Lightning, this fire blazer here. we have Scorpio and Sagittarius energy, mostly Sagittarius. This can indicate that November will be a significant time for you, or just to keep your eye out around this time for particular opportunities. It could be that you have November as a deadline for a particular project, or that this will be when you start seeing the results that you are actually looking for. Now, if this seems a little slow for you, know that there are blessings in the meantime that will come from you expressing yourself. So if there's a particular project or instance that requires you to wait for November, or you need to finish by November, remember that you are the one that can make all of this happen, which is why you need to focus on your routine and your ease at this time, first and foremost. And then from there, put that energy into your projects. If you get an extra task done one day, beautiful. If you don't get one of the tasks on your list done that day, beautiful. Your priority needs to be your connection with the divine, your surrendering to the Six of Wands energy that you are connecting with already. I'm being called to look at the tool chest again, which reminds me always of the North and South nodes, Rahu and Ketu. So make sure that you're looking into these energies, because this indicates what you have a tendency to lean into a little bit more, also what you're really good at, and energies that you will become or are becoming really good at as you grow, which would be your North node. So energies that will help you balance each other out are meant to find a focal access point in the middle. Knight of Wands does indicate, along with the Eight of Swords and Eight of Wands, things are happening very, very quickly for you. And this does lead to a bit of anxiety about when will your Four of Wands show up. We're not quite there yet, though. I would like to point out the fact that spirituality, your balance of your energy is the most important thing right now. You need to use your energy sparingly, wisely, but there are a lot of things that are requiring your energy at this time. So you need to be extra prudent about what you are doing, where you are doing it, how you are doing it, and who you are doing it for. I'm hearing put yourself first and surrender the rest to the divine. Knight of Wands again being clarified by the Eight of Wands. Now this seems like a succession. It seems like you likely, there was a situation where things kind of went from an 8 down to a 6, back up to an 8, and then down to a 4, but they're going back up to a 5. So likely there's a situation where things might have happened out of order in order to give you a taste of what you will be experiencing more so in the future. So do not believe that this victory, this happiness, this success is fleeting. Hold on to this energy and then use this in order to create more jet fuel for you in the future. Things will be changing quickly, but the more that you openly and authentically express yourself, especially when it's scary, especially when it has to do with something spiritual, something creative, something sensual, however this resonates for you, know that you are protected. Know that if there are energies that you feel are trying to mess with your energy field, your subtle energy, your aura, know that you are protected. Be aware this might be happening at this point. I'm hearing jalousie, c'est qui cette fille sur la photo? I don't need to sing for you. But know that there will be energies around you at this time that see that you are growing, that see that you are progressing, and they are jealous. So know that it is advised for you at this time to do extra energy protection, but know that you are protected already, that you do not need to put more energy towards these things, towards sending the energy back. Put the energy into yourself, and the rest is all taken care of. Do not use your energy externally in order to send something back. Do not engage with these energies. Just maintain a tight field around your aura. Give yourself a little light force field, or tune into your energy. Call your power back. Call out any energy that is not yours, does not serve your highest good. Now, Sagittarius coming up quite a bit indicates that you've been wanting to travel. It's very likely that you want to get more out in nature, and you've been called to do it, but you have a lot on your plate. I can see this, Group 1. Now, as it's important for you to recognize, as we said in the beginning of the reading, you need to prioritize your well-being, your calmness, and your routine. your schedule. So try to schedule some time to get out in nature and maybe bring, either spend some time out there meditating, relaxing as a beautiful way to start or end your day. Schedule your week or maybe around a day going outside, or if there's a trip and you can take some work along with you and still enjoy yourself, separating that organized and calm, relaxed energy, go ahead and do that, but don't overwhelm yourself. But do make sure that you get outside. There's an energy here of being in the desert, a lot of fire, going from green pastures to the desert and then back to the forest. But see how the forest is coming out from the desert. So it could be that you have spent a lot of time isolating yourself. You spent a lot of time meditating. You've spent a lot of time around people, but not necessarily outside. Spirit is calling you to go around green nature in order for you to connect with Mother Earth, the green man, Gaia, the actual physical planet. There is something about the lush green nature that will help you inspire yourself, it will help energize you, and it will help you heal some things that maybe you've been having a difficult time healing from, or some things that are still left in your energy that you did not realize you were still holding. Allow the earth to hold these energies for you. Lay down in the grass or hang out with a tree or a flower and allow the earth to absorb this energy that does not serve you, because what the earth does is it will absorb this energy and it will transform it and it will use it to grow something. The earth uses scorpionic energy. It uses that which we have detoxified from ourselves in order to actually use it as fertilizer to help the earth. So if you release your problems into the green earth will actually help heal you, and you are helping the earth at the same time. So if you need a reason that is not just about you, go help the earth by spending some time with her. Now, Mercury is coming up again. We did get Gemini. There's a lot of Gemini and Sagittarius energy coming up here with the Mercury, Jupiter, Sag and Gemini, of course. Now, likely these are energies that bring you a little bit of chaos. You could be healing energies when it comes to knowing your worth, speaking your truth, knowing that you are smart and witty, and knowing that you are worthy of the freedom that you crave. There's a lot of heaviness surrounding growing into what you want. And this definitely has to do with speech and travel and freedom and maybe spirituality or religion, higher learning, intellect, your neighborhood, all energies of the 3rd and 9th house. Which also 3 and 9 with the 6 in the middle, they do indicate in alchemy 3 is the past and 9 is the future. It's like you are expecting your future to go the way that your past did, but in the middle, 6, you are transmuting this, and you're happy where you're at, but you have this underlying fear of the future. 5 of Wands, Lord of Strife. Now, I know on this card, this deck drives me crazy because every time they mean to put Leo, they actually draw the North Node. But I don't think this is actually, I think this is legible. This is not coincidental because as you learn your lessons, now I say this all the time, read this in the Brihat, but Saturn, once you have learned your lessons, Saturn is the strict teacher, right? It is, this is the planet that will strap you down, but it's also the planet of ease. It's also a planet of abundance. It's Capricorn energy. Capricorn always succeeds. Capricorn always reaches its goal. It's actually the most monetarily, financially, and most successful energy and most successful in business. Capricorn will always complete a task. Saturn's blessings, if you appease Saturn, are larger than Jupiter, tenfold, literally tenfold. And this is coming for you in the future. And I think that because you are expecting or fearing, I'll say, for lack of a better term, you are fearing a past energy repeating itself, but this has to do with lack. This is something you worked so hard to build up. And now that things are moving quite quickly for you, you want to make sure that you don't burn everything down with the Knight of Wands showing up twice. Things are happening quite quickly, but instead of being sharp and fierce as you are perhaps fearing that they are, they're actually divinely guided. Look, you have all wands in your spread today. The only things that are coming up as your worry are energy for the future, perhaps making some more time for play, for fun, for romance, for your children. 5, energy of Leo. Standing in your own confidence maybe seems a little bit of, well, who am I to do this? Or how do I know this is going to happen? Well, the only way that you can really know that you're going to be taken care of in the future is if you organize yourself and you stay relaxed and you surrender the rest to the divine, and you know that you are guided and are protected. And if there are people around you that are jealous or are mistreating you right now, know that it's because they see your potential and it is threatening to them. Now, the only fears that are coming up, the main focus here, Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. You have learned so much. You have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of wisdom and intellect, both ethereal and tangible knowledge and smarts. When it comes to expressing this is likely something that you try to ground. You try to perhaps shrink yourself in order to make yourself more, I'll say, chewable for others. You are being called not to do this any longer. Yes, there was a period of time where you needed to do this, but this was for yourself, so that you could feel comfortable growing into where you were getting to. Now, I hear you saying this might have been for others. No, it was for others, and you're right. What you're doing does help others. But there was a very particular and distinct path that you needed to take in a particular order so that you could first be so far into what it is that you're doing that when things changed, you were ready to perpetuate this cycle, and you had already learned and spoken. You were almost too far gone to go back on your dreams and desires. Number 6, you felt this energy of victory. You were victorious. You know what this feels like already. So when things speed up and you need to do the shadow work, particularly when it relates to the way that you feel about this, you're going deeper, going further into this, you know that you're safe and protected, and that you can have the confidence in your spirituality, in your creativity, in your expression to grow into what it is that you want. 5 of Wands, Lord of Strife, I honestly say that this is on the other side of this. This is you growing through your difficulties and growing into everything you were meant to become and so much more, Group 1. All of the cards you got today are absolutely beautiful. If you've been waiting on communication or connection or travel, this is a great omen. This will be coming in the next 8 days. Something significant will be happening in the next 4 weeks. And let's see. 8 days ago, likely something happened that stuck in your energy a little bit, but you might not have been aware of it. So look back 8 days on your calendar and maybe scroll through your pictures, your messages, your posts, see what happened on that day, and try to see the energy that you're in, compare it to the energy you were in, or something that happened, and cleanse that from yourself. There might be some kind of, this goes back to watch what you're consuming. There might be like a TV show, there could be a movie, there could be a song, or perhaps a food, something that upset your system. Particularly in your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your heart areas, but primarily these two. So, connect with green nature, and I'm also hearing, rainstorm, take me away from the norm. Whoa. So, cleanse your energy. Use water to, like in the shower, to cleanse your aura. Use water mindfully. Speak into your water. Allow the water molecules to shape to whatever you are speaking, and then consume that water. Allow your body to take up that being. Apart from this, have faith. I'm hearing a day to remember in my head. Have faith in me. So know that you are protected. My dog, I wish you could see the smile on her face right now. She's adorable. Tangent. Anyway. Stay focused. I'm noticing that right now I'm having a little bit of a difficult time staying focused, and you could be feeling this too. Wands energy, especially with both of these 8s, are very flighty. Now there's a perfect 6 and 4 is 10, a lot of Capricorn and Saturn energy coming up. There's a lot of energy of you needing to complete these tasks and maybe feeling like you're a little bit not in the most determined, focused energy. This is for a reason. This is because you need to separate right now your daily routine from your connection to your home life for a reason. Whatever is coming, likely travel, communication, connection, freedom, in some way, shape, or form, it's going to cause you to detach from one or both of these energies. Something that you currently resonate with as your home, or something that you currently resonate with in your daily routine. There is change that is coming for you. So you're being called to separate these energies. Know how and when to rest. Know how and when to work. Utilize your energy in the most beneficial ways, not in the way that not the way that you feel you need to push yourself to go. Go with your own flow, but stay organized. Give yourself rest. Give yourself relaxation. You have come a lot further than you realize that you have. So go ahead and give yourself a little more credit than you have been. And know that this fear that you have for the future is merely determination. This is merely a means of the divine sending you inspiration so that you can keep doing what it is you have been doing, but also rearrange your priorities in a way that it actually puts you first. Because you and your healing and your stability and your comfort and your physical and spiritual expansion, your mental clarity, is your first priority. It always should have been, and it will be in the future. So separate these energies, allow what's coming to come, know that things are happening a lot faster than you think they are just behind the scenes, and that the reason that you're being called to dive into your toolbox and be so resourceful is because there will likely be a large change coming up in your future. This will bring a lot of freedom, a lot of creative expression, and a lot of passion in some area of your life. So keep hanging on. I love you so much, and I really hope that this helped shed light and clarity on your situation, Group 1. I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste. Hi there, Group 2. If you selected the second card, then this reading is for you. So let's take a look at the card you selected. You have the 7 of Pentacles. Wow, you have been putting a lot of energy and work into something. I can see here that you have sown a lot of different seeds and you're waiting for your harvest to come up. Now, there's this energy here of things happening slowly and in divine timing, but at the same time, you're almost questioning if anything that you've been working for will actually be fruitful. The answer to this, especially because of this card, is a definite impending yes. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race, but at the same time, you have planted too many seeds for them not to come to fruition. I would also like to... Oh, my lizard just escaped. I'm sorry if you heard that. I would also like to point out that these pentacles are in the shape of a Metatron's cube. And there's even an extra one here, which let me know that you are transmuting energies. You are taking anything that is negative or anything that is misguided or misunderstood, and you are personally doing something about it. You could be a very talented or gifted energy worker. You could just be a very hard worker at whatever it is that you do. And it's very likely that you have another project going on the side, or an opportunity that's about to come in towards you that you are not seeing as part of this complete picture. It could be that you have a whole thing set up here, like a whole collection of things that all fit together perfectly, and there's one that seems to be like you don't know how it fits in exactly, or you're a little bit unsure of what the next opportunity will bring to you. There's some smoke going on in the background, but all of these roots are meeting towards the center, which do let me know, again, especially with this Metatron's cube shape, that you are guided. You are divinely guided. Your angels, spirits, guides, and ancestors are with you every step of the way. I'm hearing and I'm also hearing the song 4 Simple Words by Frank Turner in my head, so that could be significant, or it could just have some messages for you there. Now, all of these pentacles, the actual pentagrams on the inside are really standing out to me, which let me know that your projects and your security are absolutely protected, especially at this time. Now, the word clé, like key in French, is standing out to me. So it's like you have the key to something. There's a door that is opening for you, or you're opening it up yourself. It's very likely that you've been working a very hard and long process in order for you to just get your message out, in order to get what you're trying to do out there. Pen and clay are standing out, which lets me know that your expression, your words, writing, your expression, whatever this is that you are creating, you expressing this is the key to your success. Now, let's take a look at what other cards we have for you. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Two of Wands. And you have Strength. Wow. So, it seems that your intuition and your emotions were recently sparked by something that is either an asset to or tangential to the projects that you've been working on lately. And you're picking up that this is something that, well, you're seeing this as glass half full, where perhaps others might see this as glass half empty. You're working on transmuting your mindset here and turning all negative thoughts into positivity. And you're in this energy of expecting things to go well. You are showing immense fortitude here, and you are just showing up in love, unconditional love, gratitude, forgiveness, and you are helping the kundalini of others awaken at this time. While, see how the snake is in the pineal gland of this boy here? It seems that you could be, I'm hearing psychic attack under some of you. So if you're feeling a little bit not yourself, or you're overthinking, or you feel a little bit paranoid in the spiritual realms, this could have to do with somebody else tampering with your energy. So know that while you're waiting for something, you're not the only one that's waiting for the same thing. But notice that this little prince is the one with his feet on the ground. He's the one who's putting the work in. He's the one who's transmuting the energy, putting the work in. He's the one with the correct intuition, and he's the one that's speaking his mind. So the snake really has no place here, and it also does not it does not come to fruition. It does not help. Just know that when it comes to speaking your truth, it's very important that you do that at this time, so that there's an accurate depiction of yourself that is portrayed. So with the Strength, I'm really being called to notice that his whole body is orange and his little foot is black. So you could feel like not entirely grounded at this time, or not safe for some kind of physical reason. Now this is number 8, which is Scorpionic energy, but Strength is the card of Leo, number 5. So this lets me know that likely there are some neighbors of yours that are not really your neighbors. 5 is also, well, it's primarily children. So there are some emotionally immature people surrounding you at this time, and you are still showing up in your creative, loving energy with forgiveness. But I can see his wind finger, his air element finger, which is speech and intellect, is the one that is sticking out. So you are helping soothe the intuition, the minds, the overthinking of others by showing up and expressing who and what you really are. It's very important that you've been through this heart softening and heart-centered awareness and growth, so that you can be seen as authentically as who you are, and not as what these energies around you are trying to, not the picture that they're trying to paint of you. Now, going back to the 7 of Pentacles, everything happens the way that it does for a reason. 7 is the number of Libra, which resonates with Venus, and has to do with your interpersonal relationships. Now, this can be any kind of relationships, but this has to do largely with exposing a friend who's not really your friend, a family member who does not have your best interest at heart, or perhaps a romantic interest that is jealous. There is some kind of energy here of not feeling appreciated by your surroundings, not because you're not putting the work in, but because you are continually the one to transmute all of this energy, and that's allowed you to neglect an opportunity that was meant for you particularly. But the opportunity is still here. It just is not the one that you're focusing on right now. It's almost like you feel like you're digging your own grave, when in reality you're just planting more and more and more seeds. And at the end of the day, you will have a forest, you'll have a jungle, you will have a lot of prosperity and abundance. Because some people around you see a half-empty cup, or they're leaning into, even literally it could be drinking or something. They see that you're doing things a little bit backwards than the way that they would do it. But this goes back to pen and the feather in his hat. Continue speaking your truth, continue expressing, continue writing. This will put your truth out there and will solidify your sense of self in the world, because only you know who you are. There are a million different versions of you in the minds of every single person you've ever met, but only one of them is truly you, and that is the collection of vibrations that you choose at this moment to claim as your own, and nothing more and nothing less. So, while there might be this energy whispering in your ear, telling you false narratives, telling you you're something that you're not, trying to get in your mind, and I'm hearing gaslight you about who and what you are and what you already know, the way that you create your abundance, the way that the morals and values that you stand for. Know that you can accept this energy with love, but it will require more strength and fortitude from you. And you are not getting anything out of this. It is merely to help somebody else and use your light and go, oh, the light? Yeah, it's that way. And that would be what you're doing here. But you can lead a horse to water, you can't let it drink, and you're quite busy, aren't you? There are a lot of projects, a lot of things that you have going on that when people see, likely it rubs them the wrong way. And when people don't see, they use that as an opportunity to put you down. I have a feeling that there is an energy around you that does understand you, that does resonate with you, that sees you and can see right through everything that's going on. It makes you feel confident. It makes you feel mature. It makes you feel complete with the number 8, and like you have a good future ahead of you. This was not put in your energy on accident. Now, number 2 can indicate making a decision. There are 2 short wands here, but he's holding on to the staff with the snake on it. Albeit he's not looking at the snake, but he knows it's there. He's got a tight grip on it. Likely this has to do with letting go of something or someone from your past that you know is not good for you, but you continue giving the benefit of the doubt towards them anyway, even though you know that the amount of effort that you put into this will never ever come back to you. But you have a good heart. I can see this, group 2. And you can be whoever and whatever you want to be, and if that is loving and humanitarian, that can be loving and humanitarian, but you cannot do someone else's shadow work for them. You cannot make anybody else grow. You cannot make anybody else be nice to you. You cannot make anybody else see your worth. And you cannot get permission from anybody else to live your life. That needs to come from you. Your intuition is getting strong, really strong at this point, and you're picking up on things that you weren't picking up on before, and it's almost, I'm hearing lackluster energy. There's an energy of you wondering how you allowed yourself to be in the situation even for as long as you had. And this was so that you could come out on the other side a stronger, more fierce version of yourself that resonates really with who you are. And again, the key here is writing your truth, is speaking your truth. And maybe if those around you aren't listening, write it. I'm hearing if you build it, they will come. And I saw 11:44 on the recording time. Oh yeah. 11 is realization and it's creation. It is realization. And 44 is guidance from the angelic realm. And it was 11:55. I know it's only it's like 11 seconds, but there are divine changes that are coming through this understanding. And maybe it wasn't an easy road to get there, but you were in these energies for a very particular reason. One, because you put yourself here, and unfortunately you needed to recognize this, but because it's like you almost needed to not recognize how amazing and beautiful and phenomenal you are so that you could put this work in, because for some reason that was a motivator for you. But now that you have this realization that you are enough, you are perfect, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are loving, and that does not match up with those around you, you're actually seeing your worth. You're seeing how much you're giving yourself credit. You're seeing how much work you've put in. You're seeing how intuitive and loving and amazing and strong you really are. And you know that there's something else that's out there for you. You're calling it in. You're trying to manifest it. And while you're trying to magnetize that which is meant for you, and it keeps coming, it will continue to keep coming as long as you continue to keep calling for it. There will be the snake in your ear that's whispering, no, don't go there. Don't do that. That's not right. Do you remember what happened last time? You are being called to squash the snake. The snake knows it's a snake. This snake consciously and purposefully manifested itself as a snake in order to get in your head. But you are strong. You are eternal. You are beautiful. You are perfect because you exist. No, nothing more, nothing less. And that is all. And on top of that, you have done so much amazing work for yourself. You have grown. You have such a beautiful, pure heart, especially after everything you've been through. And if there are people around you who do not support you in any way, shape, or form, they do not belong in your energy. Your energy is sacred. It is beautiful. And it should be spent wisely, like the finest of, gold, materials, energy, divinity. You are this strength. You are the epitome of strength. Stop giving it to other people. You are actually able to see now that this is coming back full circle with the number 8. How you were using your relationships, your negative relationships, as fuel in order for you to grow and become as amazing as you were. But now you don't need that anymore. You no longer require this. I'm going to pull from your Hermetic Tarot cards now. You have the Wheel of Fortune group 2 under the 7 of Pentacles. Your hard work is definitely paying off. It is your time to shine. Absolutely. We have the Knight of Swords. Things are happening a lot faster than you think. 22. There is a new energy that you've been calling. Whatever this is, it's coming into your life with love. It is ready to match your energy you've been putting out. And the Empress under Strength. Holy moly, abundance. What beautiful, amazing cards. Group 2. Wow. There's definitely a cycle that's coming to end at your life. And see this R upside down. It's reminding me of the planetary retrograde R, which looks a lot like the R for like prescriptions. I'm just saying. But this retrograde energy in reverse, if you have any energies that have been difficult for you this lesson, that has been so hard and seemingly unending and repetitive, this is over now. And in its place comes abundance. Everything that hits the bottom must come back up, and everything that is tossed must come back down, and everything that goes down must come back up. This is the circle of life. This is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. Now, you are realizing how strong you are, how powerful you are, and I'm seeing like fortitude, like strength here, and tune. You're tuning your energy. You are using your energy like an instrument, and you are tuning it to the precise, that perfect tune, that perfect notch of tone that you would like it to be. And as you do this, you realize that you have really come so far, and there is a lot. Your energy is about to harvest. You're about to come into this beautiful, emotionally aware and fearless vibration where you're speaking your truth. You are getting nice things. Of course, there's material abundance here, but that's not the point. That was never the point. And you're realizing that there was so much of your energy that was put towards material abundance, or the way that other people saw you, or other people that were encouraging you to put your energy into material abundance and the physical realm so that they could take your harvest. But it was never about that. You wanted to feel loved. You wanted to give love. You wanted to speak your truth. You wanted to expand spiritually. You wanted to learn and grow, and you wanted to experience love in whatever area of life you are welcoming love into. And it's coming. It is so prosperous and abundant here. You are very fertile. Your projects you've been working on for so long, please don't give up on whatever it is that you're doing, because as you are continuing to see the glass half full, you are continuing to cut people out of your life that do not serve you. And as this happens, you might feel a little bit lost and alone, and the one thing that seems like it's in your corner, you know it's not now. And if you let this go, something a million times better is going to take its place, that's filled with love, Venus in Cancer, that matches your morals, your values. It meets your standards and exceeds it, and it makes you feel comfortable. There's a nurturing energy that wants to come in. You need to know that you don't need to be the nurturer, and it's okay for you to be nurtured. Now, there's definitely an energy here of reparenting, maybe some inner child healing going on, and particularly doing a lot of shadow work, going into the depths of yourself and realizing how many people and things in your life really did not meet your standards. They really weren't worthy of your energy. And it's like just letting energies in willy-nilly had you feeling like you had no energy left for yourself, that you were still optimistic. How beautiful is this? I love your energy so much, Group 2. Whoever you are, I love you, and you're amazing, and you deserve the best. And you're realizing this because you're a badass, beautiful, strong person. Look at you. Your masculine energy is here, and it is strong. Your feminine energy is here, and it is strong. Your intuition is expanding, it's growing, and you're welcoming love into your life. Now, I saw the Metatron's cube here, and I can't not point it out. Kind of wanting to show up a little bit here, but mostly it's kind of almost looking like a Kabbalah here, isn't it? A little bit. Which lets me know that you could be experiencing some interdimensional travel. You could be experiencing new parts of your being that you haven't experienced before. If you're interested in looking at the layers of consciousness, your panchakoshas, this could be very beneficial for you at this time. I do have a blog post on that if you're interested. There's the earthly realm. There's the subtle energy realm where your chakras, your nadis are. There's your mental realm, of course, your intellect, your physical, tangible mind. There's your knowledge realm, which is of your soul knowledge. This is where we reach the Akashic records, our past lives, our inherent knowledge and wisdom, and things that we just know, our intuition, right? And then there's the bliss, the connection with the source, the divine, the God, whatever it is that you resonate with in that area. It can be anything, but it's the different stages between the part and the whole. And you are traveling, you're experiencing these things, and you could be maybe wondering about different star systems, wondering about expanding your love life, wondering about finally grabbing these opportunities that are here for you in the material realm. And there is one sneaky one that you are just not aware of right now that is trying to come in for you. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. And there will be an energy that matches slow and steady, and there will be an energy that comes in very quickly. And both of these are opportunities meant for you. One of them will stay, one of them will be fleeting, but they will both bring love, but different types of love, and it's for you to decide what it is that you want. You're the only one that can make these decisions here, and at the end of the day, you want to be in the fullest, most beautiful energy of yourself that is the most authentic and evolved as possible. You want your cups to be overflowing. You don't want to be continually giving to a snake out of an empty cup. So, 22-4 indicates a beautiful, stable home life, and it's also Taurus energy. There's a lot of material abundance that will come from you continuing to magnetize what it is that you want. But notice that the snake, again, in the pineal area, this is calling me to remind you, our thoughts are electric and our heart is magnetic. Now, magnets call in electric energy, right? There's a positive polarization and a negative polarization. They stick together, and this creates a triple energetic result. Now, if something can interfere with your thoughts, it will interfere with what you're magnetizing. So, if you open up your heart, that becomes a stronger magnet. And if you clear your mind and you set your intentions intently and purely, it will send out a stronger electrical current. This is the law of manifestation. This is how it works. This is why, if you are trying to call something in, well, I'll just say the Fibonacci spiral and call it a day there, 3.14. I'm being called to tell you that something or someone really loves you authentically and purely, and it is not necessarily understandable. It is not necessarily from this lifetime. It is spiritual. It is energetic. I just got the chills. I felt really inclined to tell you that for some reason. And strength, number 8 and number 3. This is an 11, which indicates connection to the divine, right? It indicates the leaving of this realm. It indicates understanding, realization, self-realization, expansive growth, and the Empress, of course, the most fertile, beautiful, the mother of the deck. Number 3, Gemini energy, but also Libra with Venus here. So you are enlightening. You are growing. It's like everything that you knew needed to be burned down so you could be this, I'll say it, phoenix rising from the ashes. But what you're seeing is that under the moon, something or someone is looking up at the sky and they're thinking that we're looking at the same sky right now. Or you could be thinking that too. Or maybe you're wondering, are you the only one that's experiencing this? If you are experiencing some new spiritual aspects, some new gifts, you are awakening, you are expanding. As you realize yourself more and more, you will expand. You will pick up new energies, you will pick up new gifts, new abilities, and everyone's journey is their own. Everyone doesn't reach this in their lifetime they're in right now. We are in a timeline, in a group of the collective right now where this has a higher tendency to happen than usual. However, it is still not necessarily the norm. So you could be looking around yourself and you could be seeing beings that are not awake. They are asleep. They are comfortable like that. This is a coping mechanism for the soul, and this is okay. Allow them to continue walking their path. But when your light turns on, you will start recognizing which other lights are turned on, which parts of those lights, which rooms have the lights on, so to speak. And as this happens, you are tuning more and more with yourself. You are getting to know yourself even deeper, which allows you to get to know others even deeper. And as this happens, your radar is becoming a lot more precise. You're cutting out things and people that don't serve you, and you're making room for love. Now, I want you to know, group 2, that rejection is divine protection, for one. And for two, when we cut something out of our life and we do not replace it, we create space. We don't try to force something to replace it right away. It allows something bigger and beautiful and more meant for us, that is something that is particularly fine-tuned for us from the universe. That is how we call in our blessings. But you must make room in your life for these blessings to show up, which is where it goes back to set your intentions. Clear your mind. Do not overthink. Thinking is the air element. Your speech, your thoughts, they're air. So if you want to clear your mind, breathing exercises are a wonderful, very, very effective way to do this. I do have a blog post on your hand mudras as well. The air is the pointer finger, connecting it with your thumb like this mudra, pretty famous, right? This will help clear your mind, actually clear it. Now, if you have an open loop, this is quick. This will balance your energy towards your speech, your thoughts, your air very quickly. If you do this, it's more slow and steady. This is more of a permanent fix if you close the loops. It does happen a little bit more slowly, but this will happen more quickly, right? So practice your breath work, clear your mind, spend those 15 minutes in meditation when you feel like you're overthinking. Don't allow externally induced thoughts to create your exterior realm anymore. Because as you're realizing, you're as within, so without. Your physical realm is only justified by your internal experience. If you tell yourself one thing, no matter what you see on the outside, that's what you're going to see, right? So if it's positive, if it's glass half full, you're going to walk around and have the best day. If you're glass half empty, you walk around the same exact day, have the same exact things happen to you, and everything's going to be upsetting. So your mindset is so important, and pay attention to who is saying what. Now, I have a feeling that there's an energy around you that is unconditional. It is so aware of this. There is this Metatron's cube, this transmuter. There's some kind of energy worker, a transmuter, a muse, some kind of divine being that is around you. This could be connecting with you in spiritual realms. This could be a physical person that you know. It could be someone you're listening to. It could be another tarot reader. I don't know. But there is an energy in your life that is displaying this for you. This is their authentic nature because they walked through this and they see the same thing in you. Because they see this in you, they have been putting their energy into you. And you might be asking, well, why? Well, why? Because they see where you're going. They see where you've been. They see you. Because just as you are starting to see which rooms, which lights are on in other people, others out here are experiencing the same thing. This is your confirmation that you are not crazy. You are not alone. You're not the only one that is experiencing this. And you deserve that love. If there's someone that's in your life and they're just randomly being way too good to you. It's because you deserve it. Because you need to treat yourself that way. Now, when this energy pulls back, it will have to do with your mindset. It will have to do with the snake. But you're still trying to call it in. So be aware of that. Cut the snake out of your life. You already know who and what it is. Any attachment that you have to it, surrender it to the divine. Ask for guidance, ask for help, just surrender. We need to detach from everything in our life, all of our chakras, all of the people, places, and things in our life, and that's how we will have everything that is meant for us right in front of us. Because we're detached. We're detached from the things that hurt. We're detached from the things that feel good. We're detached from our pain. We're detached from our happiness. And at the end of the day, there's nothing left but unconditional love. Now, there are a few more messages in here. I'd like to see where they are. Okay, Two of Cups wants to talk to you. Cancer. Something that has to do with your home life is coming up. You want to evolve something, but you feel like you want something and you don't know how to make it happen. You want this connection. You want this overflowing. You want to take 2 and turn it into 3. You want to love. You want to grow something. See this little heart in the bottom of this little chrysanthemum that's a little lotus, and then there's all these overflowing cups. You are deserving of love. This card wants to tell you that you are deserving of love however you want it, whenever you want it. But be precise about the type of love that you would like. Because if it's conditional, you will get conditional. If it's unconditional, it will be unconditional. I can see that you have many, many options. But your energy is sacred. It's beautiful and it's ever expanding. Don't just give it away for free. Know that I'm hearing like this Christian rock song. It's called By Your Side. I'll be by your side whenever you call, in the dead of night, whenever you fall. Please don't fight these hands that are holding you. My hands are holding you. Random, I know. This whale tail, okay, is kind of reminding me of like a mermaid. So this is kind of also reminding me of Mintaka. There could be a past life energy that's trying to come back around and it's familiar and you don't know. Oh, yes, I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm getting chills. Whew. There's a past life energy that's coming around you and it's showing you love. It loves you because it knows you. It recognizes you because its lights are a little more on than yours are at this point. And it saw you and it recognized you. It knew exactly who you were. And this might have been a little bit of a wake-up call because maybe you did not at this time. There is love in your life for a reason. Now, it can be familial, it can be platonic, it can be romantic. Love is love. The type of love does not matter. Who you were to each other in a past life does not matter. Who you are in this life to each other does not matter. But there is love in your life to show you that true unconditional love does exist. People can be good. Yes, misery loves company and hurt people, but people who are actually hurt the worst don't want other people to ever feel like that again, the way that they did. So know that the most loving people in your life are likely the ones that are hurting the most, and you might want to check in on them because they might be the one that checks in on everybody else too, and they see that in you, and that's why they're there for you. Wow, that was specific and beautiful, but yeah, don't be afraid to just show up. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to just show up with a little bit of extra love today or every day. Be strong and know that you are abundant and fertile and that there's opportunity everywhere that you look. You just need to have your eyes open a little bit. I'm seeing someone like rubbing the sleep out of their eyes. Wheel of Fortune, everything is going in your favor. There are so many blessings ahead of you, and you needed to do a little bit of shadow work, a little bit of shedding layers of yourself, shedding parts of the social matrix, shedding parts of yourself that you no longer resonate with. As you become more in touch with your authentic soul, the being that you actually are, the more you'll see that walking around in somewhat of a sleepy, unawake state has allowed you to collect these energies that no longer resonate with you because you are realizing, you are awakening. And that's okay. That's beautiful. You're meant to do this. This means that you're doing a great job. This means that there are blessings that are showing up. This means that you no longer have to deal with these burdens. And this means that you are loved. You are so loved. You're ready to fly, speak your truth. You're creative. You're loving. You're stable. You're spiritual. You're strong. You're abundant. You're fertile. Look at this. Group 2, you have such an amazing spread. You have such an amazing energy. Keep showing up. Keep being yourself. Cut that snake out of your life. There is no reason to be attached to anything that is harming you. If you need help with detachment, ask your angels, your guides, your ancestors for help. Ask your spiritual mentors for help. Detach. Close your eyes. Surrender the ego to something greater than you. Know that you are just as much a part of the whole as you are the whole of which there are parts. Know that if you ever feel stuck or stagnant, you can always surrender it to something that is greater than you. And if there's ever anything that is also debilitating or makes you feel stuck, you can also know that you are greater than it. That's the reason for duality. That is how manifestation works in this realm. You can be the part and you can be the whole. And we are meant to use all of this in order to alchemize what's meant for us and grow and evolve and eventually ascend. Right? You have healed all this pain within you, but like the remnants are still here. There are people in your life that want you to be hurt because it makes them feel good to put you down. That's not what you want in your life. You want to be lifted up. You want to be spurting out of this waterfall. So allow yourself to know that you're deserving of love. I hope this reading shed light and clarity on your situation for you, Group 2. I love you so much, endlessly, unconditionally, forever, period. If you have any questions about anything regarding spirituality, you can go ahead and email me. I also have a blog that has so much stuff on there. You can find all that info in the description box. I love you so much, and I'm always here for you. It seems like there are other people that are here for you, but those are the ones you're less likely inclined to trust right now, and the ones that are in your little trust bubble are the ones that don't deserve it. So take a second look at that, and regardless, you can always pop in my email. I will answer you. If it takes me a little while to get back, I'm sorry, but I'm here for you regardless. I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm. Have fun exploring all these little realms and your new spiritual ascension and process that you're experiencing. Have fun with it. Don't let it stress you out. And haters gonna hate. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what they are. Those that a label doesn't fit have expanded past that. Those that fit themselves to a label are shrinking themselves consciously. Don't allow other people to do that to you. You don't deserve it. You're too amazing. Again, I love you so much. I really hope that this helped. So, namaste. Hi there. If you selected the third group, then this is your reading. So we're going to take a look at your card. Ooh, you got the 8 of Wands. So this kind of indicates you are passing on the torch of knowledge. So there's definitely an energy of celebrating, coming together with like-minded individuals, and a little bit of culture merging as well as travel coming up. Now, this kind of reminds me of that quote by the Buddha, where you might be able to light one candle with a flame, but from that one candle, you'll be able to light any other match, any other torch from that candle. And happiness is very similar. Same with knowledge, spiritual enlightenment. So I can see here that you're building a legacy. You have learned something spiritually and you're sharing it with others. Also, you could be coming together with other people on passion projects and creative outlets. You are expanding your horizons in some way, shape, or form. And not only are people taking notice of this, but you are actually forming some kind of collective or community. This is absolutely beautiful energy, Group 3. Let's see what other cards we have for you today. You have, beautiful Temperance. The Empress. And the Magician. This is amazing. So it looks like slow and steady wins the race for you here. With all major arcanas coming out, it looks like you have been working very hard, and you've definitely been using your angelic guidance and your spiritual intuition and guidance in order to build something that you know will be lucrative, profitable, and very fertile, abundant for you in the future. Again, with this clock and temperance, there's definitely an energy of going slow, but the energy is speeding up here with the Empress representing Gemini energy because it's number 3. Now with the Magician, the card of Aries, this does also indicate impulsive decision making, but it also has an energy of you know exactly what it is that you're doing and how to make it happen. I'm seeing the word magi stick out of Magician, which is of course a thought leader, a sage, someone who's very wise and knows, a master of their craft, someone who has knowledge of astrology, astronomy, the occult, things like this. So you're definitely using and paying forward some kind of spiritual knowledge that has been bestowed onto you. But there's something that you're doing where you are making it more receivable, more chewable for others. Maybe you are taking the way that something is looked at from one culture and you are transforming it, translating it almost into a different perspective so that it can be more understood by others. Now there's definitely an energy of you giving all that you've got here. He's pouring out a big bucket from a deep well into just this tiny little flask. So you absolutely have taken your time on this. It's taken a lot of energy out of you. It takes a lot of thought work, a lot of guidance, a lot of physical dedication. You are using all of the tools in your tool belt in order to build what it is that you've been building. But this message that you want to get across, you're not the only one who wants to spread it. That's why you've become a channel in some way, shape, or form in order to bring this information forth. Ooh, I just got the chills. I'm being told that you are gathering together your soul tribe in many different places, perhaps all over the world, but maybe even outside of just this realm. You are connecting with others, and together you are building something. You are not alone working on this, even though it might seem so at times. But what is coming for you after this is this era of freedom in your life. This will give you the ability to travel freely. It will give you the ability to see foresight, the ability of foresight. And it will also provide you with great monetary abundance, although that's not why you're doing this. And that's the reason why you're perfect for this place that you're in. Now with the Magician, I'm thinking of the SpongeBob reference where SpongeBob gets that mitt and he's like, he was number 1. That's kind of what's going on. Also, it kind of looks like he's discoing. So there could be an energy of you just not being able to wait until this project is done, but you know that it's worth the time that it takes. And I'm feeling that it seems like this has been taking forever, but it will definitely be worth it. It has required you to go within the depths of your being. It's required a lot of shadow work from you and a lot of self-exploration in order for you to think about beginning this project, let alone completing it and bringing it to fruition. Now, I can see here that you are more than in the middle of this project. You are maybe readjusting or creating a new approach to how you're going at this, maybe reorganizing this. As you learn, you tend to make a slight adjustment each time to this project in order to make it perfect. Now, something about this, you are not working at it alone, but when you are being encouraged not to talk about this project as much, not until the time is right, because there is so much external information that you are still receiving. It's like you are channeling whatever this is. So it needs to come in and it needs to come out, creating more space for more to come in. But it's a lot of energy for you to do the work in order to get it out there. So this is taking time, but it will be perfect and it will be worth it at the end. If you needed confirmation about whether or not this project will be successful, absolutely it's a yes. You'll notice we have a 4, a 3, and a 1 here. Also 8, 14, 5, 3, and 1. So this indicates that you're creating a legacy. This is absolutely guided through the other realms, but this is going to create stability for you. This might include you looking at a new home, moving, traveling, becoming nomadic in some ways. Also, you are growing this, but there's definitely a big energy of you needing to express yourself authentically, and this is creating kind of a Uranian energy about you where you're becoming unique. There's something quirky about you that you need to wear on your sleeve in order for this to work. And you're transforming alongside this project, healing your inner child and turning away those that don't have your best interest at heart. You could be communicating with animals more at this time, but you're absolutely working on your creation. You are putting the time into it, the gestation period, if you will, in order to make sure that this happens correctly, in the right way, at the right time, in front of the right audience, also I'm hearing. I'd like to point out that this cup is empty, but there is a rose around it, which to me kind of indicates that you might feel sometimes that you are putting out way more than you're getting in from this project, but I'm being told to let you know that it will be lucrative. There is nothing to worry about because you are doing this for and with your soul family. You will be provided for, at the very least, by them while you are working on this. And when it's done, once you finish this project, it will be very abundant. It will provide you with a lot of freedom, a lot of ability, a lot of fertility. I'm hearing your physical beauty will be enhanced due to the practice that you're needing to implement in order to complete this. And the amount of knowledge and manifestation that you're coming into is absolutely phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Watch out for the full moon here. It could be a decision that you're needing to make about which season to release your project in, or you could be being encouraged to watch the moon phases at this time. You might be noticing your energy increase as the moon is waxing towards the full moon and decrease as it is waning towards the new moon. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out as to where the moon is so that you can use your energy appropriately. This is where it might be a little more beneficial for you to, yes, be impulsive a little bit, follow your flow, follow your nudges and instincts. You are guided, but at the same time, make sure that you do have some kind of routine or schedule, ritual, if you will, so that you can use your energy accordingly. It might help you to check out what signs the moon is in as well, because this can help you with your communication. Knowing the way that you're going to be feeling a little bit ahead of time will help you a lot. Knowing, for example, if the moon, as it is right now, is in Libra for these few days. So this brings like a balanced mindset, which might help you get some material tasks done a little more clearly. You might have more of a leadership energy about you, depending on where your moon is at in your natal chart and what it's aspecting. And then again, if it's waxing, you're increasing energy, and if it's waning, you're decreasing. I'm going to pull the Hermetic Tarot, get some clarity for you. You have, beautiful, the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. There's a lot of fear that's coming up here. Eight of Cups, Lord of Abandoned Success, interesting, and the King of Wands. Wow. So you have major arcanas for the top half, and then you have like these cards of fear in the bottom. This kind of lets me know that your spirituality, your intuition has been guiding you this entire time. When you try to over-rationalize what's going on, when you try to explain yourself to others, when you try to create a plan or explain how this will be monetarily abundant, you almost have no idea how this is going to go, but still you feel guided by something beyond reason, but it's also beyond reasonable doubt. That's so interesting. And with Temperance here, you have the Seven of Swords, which is unstable effort, but can also indicate maybe you're afraid of something not going your way, about being stabbed in the back, not receiving what you're putting in out of this. You know that you're guided by the divine, but it's taking so long that you almost don't know if things are going to work out on time. But Seven of Swords also indicates that you've already fought the battle, but you're waiting to see if you've won the war, so to speak. Again, this Aquarian energy decided to come out in your reading, which is interesting because I brought it up earlier, even though we didn't get the cards for it. This definitely indicates that you are ascending, you're expanding your energy a lot. And with this, you're becoming a little weirder. You're not resonating with the people around you as much as you used to, and you're almost wondering if this project is going to change your life. And it really will. Because of this, there's an energy of, yes, healing your inner child, bringing up wounds surrounding your relationships, maybe with your parents, romantic, platonic, family, things like this. And this healing that's needed to go alongside this project has made it hard for you to show up consistently, but you still have been showing up. Now with the Eight of Cups, you almost walked away, but you didn't. You decided to stand up anyway, show up in your strength, and take the road less traveled. This has been hard for you, and you needed to heal your inner child in order to do so, but you kept getting dreams and visions and downloads, and every time you almost quit, something pointed you back in this direction. And it just filled your heart with this love, this knowing, this intuition that you could not deny. That's so interesting. The people surrounding you and your rational mind almost do not want you to be doing what you're doing, but you know in your heart of hearts with your intuition that this is going to work out. This is going to be divinely guided, divinely channeled. I'm almost thinking of A Dweller of Two Planets, if you've ever read this book. You have a grandparent who has passed, or a grandparent or great-grandparent who is assisting you in this project. Separately, A Dweller of Two Planets. This is a book that has been channeled. There are a lot of information, like a lot of books, a lot of texts that have been channeled from elsewhere, from beyond this realm, from people who have passed on, where there are literally, this particular book, for example, this child was in his room seeing an entity telling him, please write this down, it's so important, please write this down. And it was to the point where he was able to show his friends, his family, everybody, this entity. They were able to confirm, yes, there's an entity here, yes, it is kind, yes, it is channeling him messages. And then this this poor boy, he wrote this entire book from the end to the beginning, and then needed to burn it and rewrite the entire thing and then go through the entire edits. And he wasn't even the one whose brain went behind it. It was this entity. He almost didn't even conceive what it was he was writing down. And it's for the reader who is attuned enough to pick it up, that is able to understand what they're saying. It's absolutely phenomenal. There's definitely an energy of ethereal guidance going on here for you, where you just know that you're guided. You just know that what you're doing is going to work out for you, because you're not doing it for you. You're doing it because you've been asked, because it's a soul contract, because it's a part of why you are here on this planet, incarnated right here, right now, doing your thing. And you, everything is telling you take another path, or at least plant a few other seeds, or try something else, but you just know that this is going to be successful. I'm being called right here to the 12, the 1, and the 2. And of course, this is the Temperance card, but here, or Empress and Temperance, wow. You're completing this cycle. You have seen the way that this turns out, either in your dreams or with your visions, clairaudience, your clair abilities. Your dreams have pointed this out to you, and you already have seen the way this is going to go. And so you're unafraid of taking that new beginning. But when it comes to grounding it, you're showing up. You continue showing up, but it's taking every last drop of energy that you have. It's taking you to stand up anyway and fight the good fight. This is amazing. There's a lot of fear here, but you've done a great job. I'm being called to this now King of Wands. Wow, this is really going to put you on top. You are a spiritual anomaly, whoever you are, group 3, and wearing this on your sleeve is absolutely not easy. It's not easy to grow into this person. It's not easy to grow into the shoes that you feel you need to grow into. But you're already more than halfway there. You are almost there. And with Cancer, North Node, supposed to be Leo, but it's not. You are growing into this character, but as like a stable and parental role for the entire collective. With this sun-looking halo over his head and the Cancer energy, sun represents the father and the moon represents the mother. King of Wands is grounding that spiritual energy, which is perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy here. You don't care what other people are saying at this point. You're growing into what you know you are. You are shedding all illusion in order to become exactly what you know you are and create this beautiful project that you know is meant for you, always has been and always will be. And there's a very particular reason that this was for you, and it's because of your faith, because of your unshakable faith. This is absolutely amazing, and so are you, group 3. Now, you could be connecting with others spiritually, but in the physical realms, you might find yourself quite isolated from others. A strong mercurial energy here. With Taurus, you could not be doing very well, maybe financially right now. There's an energy of being afraid. For 5 could indicate your children. It could indicate doing some inner child healing or some things from your childhood coming up that are making you pause, making you second guess yourself. But this is a reminder that you're not doing this alone. And in case you were wondering for a second, if you open up your eyes and you seem alone, you feel alone, it looks like you're alone. I saw 1717 on the recording time. It was always meant to happen this way, and you're not alone. Also, a very special relationship, this can be any kind of relationship, is coming into your life. But it needs to kind of happen around this project, because this project needs to take precedence. It needs to be your first priority, because this ultimately is the soul contract that you and Saturn said that you would fulfill to heal your inner child in order for you to help the collective. And then your reward is freedom, travel, financial abundance, and a particular relationship that can be anything. This can be, getting together with somebody from your childhood. This can be like meeting your new best friend, meeting someone who finally understands all of this spiritual channeling that you've been doing, someone from your soul tribe. This can be a relationship, anything like this, some kind of relationship, as well as physical abundance. And I'm hearing time and location freedom too. This is going to really open up so many doors for you. And I'm also hearing you're going to be able, after putting so much energy into this and doing it for others, you're going to be able to work less and be more abundant and profitable than you were before, ever in your life. You are getting a lot of vivid dreams right now, and they keep telling you, go towards the light. If there's anything that's coming up, just transmute it. And you open your eyes during the day, and you're being hit with obstacles, old memories, things you thought that you healed, other people's problems, and you are just doing the shadow work for yourself. You are pushing away people who need to do their own work, and you're cutting out people who don't give the energy back to you that you need, because honestly, you don't have any extra energy to spare at this time, and you're realizing this, and you almost wish you had more space for people and places and things in your life, but at this point you really just don't, and you're having faith over fear, and that's what this reading is all about. Just confirmation that it's okay to have faith over fear, and this will be lucrative. This will be financially abundant. You are stable in your home life. You are safe. You are protected. They want me to tell you that you are safe. You do not have to worry about having a roof over your head, having food in your belly, taking care of your children, your pets, anything like this. Everything is taken care of. You were divinely put in this place. It is meant to be uncomfortable, because I'm hearing that is what motivates you the most, unfortunately. But sometimes things are like this. I would like to point out how balanced your energy is, especially with these difficult obstacles and hard energies coming up. You have 5, 7, 8, which means that you are putting together your daily routine a little bit. You're still perfecting this, but you have pentacles, earth, you have swords, air, you have cups, water, and wands, fire. Look at you. And there's space. There's still space in here. You are doing all of the work. You are balanced. You're doing your chakra work. Your elements are balanced. You are just showing up in this beautiful magician, empress, and temperance energy. And temperance, I do want to say again that normally the symbology for this card includes an angel and is bestowing a gift, and usually with music, onto these people. So you could be working on something that has to do with music, or music could be guiding you, motivating you, or just helping you find a short escape when things get a little bit difficult. This is a great way that you're channeling messages through music. And also, there are many gifts that are coming from your angels in exchange for doing this project. Now, because you have agreed to do this, you now need to finish this, and that's why you keep coming back. So as you drop that which doesn't serve you, which has been difficult, but you know will be worth it, you are stepping into the light. You are helping others transmute their energy just by being yourself. And you're really turning into a force to be reckoned with. I'm hearing Master Manifester. And you're already in the Empress and the Magician energies, which are the Master Manifestors, and the King of Wands. These are the Master Manifestors of the entire tarot. But this is the gateway of what you're turning into, which means that what you are transforming into is beyond what has even been seen and what can be depicted in these cards. You really have some expansive and beautiful energy going on here, Group 3. I don't know who you are or what you're working on, but on behalf of the collective and ethereal beings, I would like to just say thank you, because you are really, really putting your all into this. And I think that it's, well, for you, it's kind of a sight for sore eyes, but for others, they don't even see all the work that you're doing. 8 of Cups, you're putting in shadow work. 7 of Swords, you are using every last drop of your energy. 5 of Pentacles, your finances are struggling because you're so because you are so sure that this is what you're supposed to be doing. You have been hitting every single roadblock on the way. Your inner child has been crying. You're healing it. You're giving it a hug. Your relationships have been being severed out of your life, and you are accepting it. Okay, thy will to my will. 8 of Cups, things are walking away from you, and you say, okay, rejection is protection. And King of Wands, you standing, you coming out on top, you standing up after you've been knocked down time and time and time again. But Phoenix rising from the ashes, you are something that has never been seen before, something that has never been felt before. This energy is amazing. Whatever this is you're working on, please continue to work on it. It is very, very important that you're here doing what it is you're doing, and this is a big part of your soul mission. Now, 8, 14, 3, 1. You are releasing old ideas when it comes to spirituality or religion, and or you are merging them together. 14. You are seeing yourself in a new light, and you're creating a new kind of stability for yourself that includes freedom. Your home life, you and your home life are protected angelically, although those around you might be telling you otherwise. You're working very hard on communicating. You are really, really battling over thoughts. You're really battling the words that other people are throwing towards you. But you know better. And 1, you know that if you continue to, you know that at the end of a cycle comes the beginning of a new one. So as you're watching all these cycles close, you're able to recycle this energy and transmute it into something bigger and better and more beautiful that not only benefits you, but benefits the collective. You have taken these harsh words and you have transformed them. You've taken this financial difficulty and you've transformed it. You've taken your home and you've transformed it. You've taken your spiritual guidance and you've transformed it. And you are using this to create something for the good of humanity. Wow. So I guess your advice would be just to keep doing what you're doing. And for some reason I'm hearing you are always on my mind. So there's somebody that's thinking about you who I think doesn't know what it is that you're going through. And I think that it's this way for a reason. Because if you had too much support, you would end up explaining yourself too much. And there's definitely this energy of please wait before you fully divulge what it is that you're doing. Little bits and pieces here and there are okay, but you know that if you speak about your manifestations to others, they can take that energy. Once you release this energy from yourself, it can then get used and recycled and touches other people's energy and gets dispersed in other ways. But you are being a clear channel right now, and it must go from the source to the part with no interference in between. You're practicing this and you're eliminating all interference in your chakras. You're showing up, you're doing your chakra work, you're meditating, you're doing your practice, whatever that means for you. And I just want to commend you on the hard work, because I can feel the heartache, the throat chakra blockage, the fear of stability, the everything that's going on in the spread, and just your faith, your powerful ability to transmute any energy that's thrown your way, and you're turning it inwards and using it as a channel. You're an amazing energy recycler. You're an amazing energy transmuter. Whatever it is that you're doing, again, thank you on behalf of everything, always, and you're amazing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep walking towards the light. Keep walking towards the light, and things that burn will rebirth if they're meant to. You already know this. Remember who you are. Be proud of yourself, and don't mind what others think or say. Don't even give them the opportunity to have an opinion. I really hope that this reading shed light, love, and clarity on your situation, Group 3. This This one knocked my socks off. I wasn't expecting this, I have to say. So, again, thank you. I hope that this helped. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation. Continue being a channel. You are eternally gifted with this. And something about who you are, what you are, you're like inherently stardust. So keep that clear channel open. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You can do it. And everything else is an illusion. Just keep on hustling. I love you so much, Group 3. And namaste. Hi there, Group 4. Thank you so much for being here. If you selected this 4th card, then this reading is for you. So to take a look at what you've got going on here, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, very interesting. So there's definitely some physical change that has been going on in your material, physical environment. So it could be that you are letting things go. You are deciding to implement a little more joy and play into your life, and you're realizing that there is a need to restructure yourself in order to be a little more financially and physically, materially stable at this time. There's definitely an energy of putting yourself first and putting the pen to paper, so to speak. You are using new tactics in order to organize your day in a way that prioritizes you and your needs. And you realize that maybe you haven't been doing this. You haven't been standing all the way in your power. You've been a little bit shy, a little bit humble, a little bit meek, like this lamb here. But it's like you've been watching this energy from afar in yourself, from your fullest power, still behaving meek, even though you've already outgrown this energy. And your guides have kind of been watching you, encouraging you, saying, what's going on? You know that you're stronger than this. You know you're more powerful than this. You know that you know how to do this. What's going on here? So you are taking that constructive action in order to make those changes that you want and desire in your life, because you are putting yourself first. This is beautiful. You have the sun. Beautiful. More Leo energy here. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Look at this. Okay. Well, I'm hearing when you wish upon a star in my head. So it's very likely that you are calling in manifestations that you have been just seeking after for a very long time, because you have been averting your focus and energy from things that do not serve you, and you're calling back all of your power. You are now shining brightly like the sun. Now, the sun does not apologize for being in the sky, for burning as brightly as it does. The sun does not apologize for providing life to everything and everyone around it. And this is the energy that you are in. You are providing by being yourself, but you are no longer overextending yourself. You're making those physical changes in order to make your life look the way that you want it to look. And this is bringing you personal freedom. You're being a little bit more impulsive, a little bit more fiery. And through this, you are finding freedom. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to learn a new topic, and you're being encouraged to go for it. You're being reminded that slow and steady wins the race. So don't overwhelm yourself with thinking that, oh, but I have to do this and I only have so much time, or, but this is a long road ahead. Just pick up that book or Google flight prices or whatever it is. You don't need to make any solid, heavy commitments right now. Just take the first little step, and it can be just dipping your toe in the water. But this is your confirmation that it's good to start, and you are protected. Now, this pentagram within the pentacle is letting me know that you are definitely taking great care of your physical body at this time. And also, it might be beneficial for you to stretch your hips at this time. I'm hearing that your root chakra is loosening up. Your energy is now cleansed here. So it might help you a lot to stretch your hips out. Not just work out, but actually release some of that tension out your legs and feel it just kind of trickle out your toes. With the Lovers, this indicates with Gemini energy that you are now standing in your own authentic shoes more than you ever have in the past before. It could be with this little prince here staring at the rose, and here looking at the rose, of course getting the Lovers card. This does indicate a desire for some kind of intimate connection. This can be romantic, platonic, familial, but it is nevertheless an intimate connection. You want to be seen for the bright, shining sun that you are, but in order for this to be seen, you are looking for somebody to see through your outer presentation, to see this, but instead this wasn't happening for you. So you grabbed the reins of your own life, and you're standing in this power. Now, I'm seeing that there is a beginning coming towards you, but it will be slow and steady. See how this rose is not fully grown and blossomed yet, and this meek lamb is now coming towards it. There is also an energy of past energies coming in saying, oh, remember when you were meek? Remember when you were smaller? I liked that. And you're saying, nope, I'm the son and I'm getting the bag. Also, I do not lower my standards. This is the energy that you're in now, and this is absolutely beautiful. You will be seeing people come in and out of your life. There will be past people re-emerging, and you need to have the strength to say no, to set up your energetic boundaries. Say, come at me correctly or do not show up at all. And with this energy, there could be people who are used to, let's just say, used to putting themselves first and letting you treat them like they come before you as well, that will be coming back into your life. Now, your job is to say no. You value yourself and your own freedom. Now, you are growing, you are expanding, and there's no room in your life for this crap, especially because you are focused on your manifestation, you are focused on yourself, you're changing things, you are transitioning in your life, and you are breaking out of the chrysalis you have been in for so long. You are transforming, you have transformed, and now you are standing in your power. So do not shrink yourself by, I'm hearing the word has-beens. So people and places that used to be in your life and no longer are, this is for a reason. Rejection is divine protection. And also, their time in the starlight is over, and they see that you are emerging, and this is threatening to them. Now, they do see that you have the choice here of standing in your power, and you've taken it. And you are not lowering your standards. You are not compromising your energy. You are showing up entirely in your power. This is making you more attractive, more beautiful, and this is calling in this manifestation or many manifestations that you've been wanting for a long time. Number 6 does indicate that you are making changes in your daily routine. You're exercising more. You are watching the food that you eat. You're looking good, I'm hearing, and you're healing yourself. 5 indicates inner child, and 6 indicates your daily routine, and also the hermit healer. So it could be that you've been really focused on the women and children in your life, or healing issues regarding women and children in your life in the past. Separately, as you've been healing yourself, you're realizing that you were more damaged in some ways than you thought you were, but you're less damaged now than you thought you were, if that makes sense. So you're realizing that you are a lot stronger than the people around you, and that misery loves company, and people have been trying to take you down because they did see the star quality within you. They did see that you were shining bright like the sun, that you had so much potential, and they just wanted to take. So people are going to continue to show up, but they will be more upfront about their intentions. They will be showing up saying, hey, you have something I want, can I have it? And you will be just flabbergasted by the actual energy of these people. But now it's time for you to create a new beginning for yourself, and that's why there's little to no mask that's being worn on these ugly characters, because it's really, you're not needing to use your intuition to see through them anymore. Things are showing up the way that they are, and you can either say yes or you can say no. The Lovers indicates the twins, Gemini, a choice, and also divine union. There will be a large blessing that's coming towards you, at first, all at once, and then another opportunity that is a little bit slow and steady, a little bit of a plateau, but nevertheless prosperous, and then from there, a big blessing as soon as you get comfortable in this energy. This will have to do with a connection, someone, or something that does see you for the star quality that you possess. But you needed to see it within yourself first. You needed to fully own this energy, because others tried to take it from you, but it always belonged to you. As you're calling back your energy, you will start seeing people, places, and things that mistreated you get their karma. You will be seeing them fall from power because you were calling back your energy and they were trying to tap into it. You will see people become jealous of you because you are authentically something that they never were, or wished that they could have been, or didn't have the strength to become. But I can see here that you have not had it easy, and you've transmuted this. You've turned yourself into a beautiful sun that provides energy for so many around you. Through this, you've learned a lot, you have built a lot, and you deserve to reap the harvest of your own work, no longer giving it away to others for free. I'm hearing there's one more message in here for you. Ace of Pentacles. Financial abundance. Things have been looking a little bit less abundant. Things seem less abundant than they really are around you. Make sure that you are staying in your abundant mindset. Separately, there is financial reward that will be coming towards you for your hard work, but you needed to know that you deserve to take this financial opportunity or financial reward and put it directly in your pocket, not give it away to somebody else, not use it in a way that somebody else thinks that is smart for you. You have been definitely maneuvering your life in a way that kind of works for you and around other people's ideas, and this is over. Now that you are essentially, I'm hearing F you by Lily Allen in my head. So now that you are fully standing in your power and saying F you to all these energies, you are taking the moves that you feel called to make because you decided it, and no more and no less. Because you're standing in this power, there will be financial reward coming for you. But now you get to actually receive it. You get to actually receive your blessings that are coming for you instead of allowing some other energy to just be an energy vampire or a narcissist or a bully or something disgusting. And you're actually going to understand what true unconditional love feels like. There is an energy that's in your life right now that is so grateful for you just to know that you exist. And they look at you like you are the only thing in the entire world. And they want to treat you gently, like a butterfly when you want to hold a butterfly, but you can't touch its wings or anything. Be very gentle with it and allow it to do its own thing, because you know that it is separate from you and to be respected. There's an energy like this that is trying to enter your life, but instead it's been place held. Like there have been placeholder energies for this in the form of trauma bonds, in the form of narcissists, in the form of wannabes, in the form of energy vampires. And now you've cleared all of this out. It's like you needed to get broken down, unfortunately, in order to stand up again. But because you fell so hard, when you stand up, you stand and you glow even brighter than anyone that you even see around you. And this is going to be so blatantly obvious to all of those that treated you wrongly that, well, I mean, I'm hearing they're either going to, I'm hearing the phrase, what is it? It's like, buck up or like, essentially they're going to either rise to the occasion or they're going to just absolutely get destroyed. And honestly, that has nothing to do with you. You have now detached so much. It's like you have ended this cycle. You've gone through chakra lessons in this order. And as you're detaching from all of this, you're able to start a new beginning for yourself. And this is happy. This is positive. You're no longer this tied up, meek sheep, although you know how to be. You are now a leader. You now provide life for so many around you. And these almost look like paw prints a little bit on this little planet of the Little Prince. I feel called to tell you to read The Little Prince or reread it. If you've read it already, this is the tarot deck. You're the only one of the 4 groups I felt called to tell this to. It could be that you have tried many different ways, learned many different lessons, trying to find this one perfect thing that is meant for you and actually sees you the way that you are. And maybe it just hasn't gone your way. Now, the fact that these reminded me of paw prints let me know that the animals in your life love you very much, or that the animals around you could be trying to point you in the right direction. There could be, I'm hearing crows, paw prints, bears, dogs, maybe sheep, literally, could be significant. But if there's an energy around you and animals are flocking to them, know that that is a positive sign. And if there are animals that are avoidant of people around you, know that that is a negative sign. I saw 13 on the recording time, which let me know that things are divinely guided and orchestrated, and there are some energies in your life that have I feel called to say demonic. I just want to say not positive energies attached to them. And what happens, like mosquitoes, they go towards the light, right? So you've been fighting other people's battles for them that they don't even know they have going on. And this has been taking up so much of your energy. You finally just said, stop it. You cut the cords. You cut that red string of fate. And you're moving forward. You have your sights set on what you want, and you're just being authentically yourself. Now, he's kind of sitting here waiting, and I'm hearing Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley in my head. And you're not waiting. You're no longer waiting. You are grabbing what's in front of you. And because of that, what you've been trying to attract is being magnetized towards you. When your thoughts, when your energy is pure, it is clean, it is well-intended, and you know what you want, you are decisive about it. Your thoughts are electric, your heart is magnetic, and then you will magnetize what it is that you clearly intend for. Especially if it is meant for you, it cannot pass you by. To clarify with the Hermetic Tarot, we have the Princess of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. My ear is ringing. On the left side, you will be hearing some news that seems bad but is actually good. Rejection is protection, and there's something better that is coming. Okay. Princess of Pentacles, under the Five of Pentacles. So you're definitely taking charge of your own life here. You are not overextending yourself any longer. She is like covering her right breast. So the amount of love that you are giving, you are now about to receive equal give and take in love. You've been over giving in so many areas of your life, physically, financially. This is very much if I'm eating, you're eating too kind of energy, but you're kind of serving them first and yourself last, even though you're the ones doing the work. You've cut this energy out of your life. Now it's time for you to receive and put yourself first. With this Aries energy, you are blazing, and there's something that you are taking a gamble on or feel called to take a gamble on. It will be coming out in your favor. Because of this, you have the Sun, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of work, but you're not working on it alone. You're very determined and very passionate. I feel called to tell you that Mars is also the planet of the solar plexus. So this indicates that you're standing in your power, you're standing in your fire, but when it comes to knowing your worth, particularly in regards to love, the heart chakra, ruler of Saturn and Capricorn here, this is also indicating that you are showing up, and when you want something or you love something, you put your all into it. And when that doesn't get reciprocated, that is just your message to cut it free. You've learned this lesson, and now you're directing that back into yourself. Because of this, it's making you more attractive. It's making people want to work with you, work for you, actually, I'm hearing. And there are 4 fingers here, which indicate stability. The fingers that they are for communication, meditation, and, well, that's interesting. Yeah, for communication and meditation. But there is a little bit of a fire. Something feels called to come towards you and speak their truth. Now, this will be masked in frustration, but what's really underneath it is passion and desire, which makes sense to clarify this Princess of Pentacles energy here. So there will be a message coming towards you that is, I'm hearing, you're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. So there's something that is threatened, intimidated, or afraid of you, but it is using this as a mask because they do not know how to express their love properly. Now, this will be an offer that comes to you, and it doesn't feel like it matches this Lover's Queen of Cups energy. It could be because it has not yet transformed. It could be because it's a separate situation. Take your life. I don't know it. Use it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, but there will be something tossed at you, probably words or some kind of physical situation. Somebody is trying to help you, but in a passive-aggressive way. There's a lot of energy of passive aggression here that's due to self-frustration that has nothing to do with you. Likely some kind of third-party energy. There's someone that's been either talking behind your back, or they want to build a project with you because they know you can give them something, or they see how hard of a worker you are and they don't feel that and it frustrates them, or there's an energy of jealousy here. There's definitely an energy of, I want what you have, will you give it to me? And they will not straight out say that. Well, they might, but there's this separate energy that's coming out, and this is almost like even sexual frustration that's coming out in a negative way. So just be prepared to know that there are going to be people that want to show up and work alongside you, work with you, work for you, but there will be also energies that are trying to show up to take. And these are karmic lessons that you have already learned, but you turning them down is their karmic lesson. So do not feel bad. Do not be afraid. Just know that this is coming for you, and please use your intuition and your discretion accordingly. Also, Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Five of Cups. Lord of Loss and Pleasure. Now, Five of Cups is often the card of crying over spilt milk. Scorpio. So we have the Mars. Sorry to my Scorpios. I love you, but y'all know what y'all are. So, and also, if you resonate only with your sun sign, honey, check out astrology. Okay, so Five of Cups, Mars and Scorpio. Oh, you didn't like that. Well, then I'm not talking to you. So the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. There's a new beginning that you're changing your standards when it comes to love. You're no longer crying over things that are not worth your time. You have really realized what it is that is worth your time and what it is that literally is not worth your time. You have stepped on too many scorpion tails. You've been bitten by too many snakes to ever put yourself in the situation again. And when you see somebody and your body has a trauma response, you are identifying it as a trauma response. If they're not able to identify that and now they're coming around saying, I love you, and you know it's a trauma bond now, or you know that your inner child is healed and theirs is not, or you're able to see through this connection, whatever it is, just say no. Just say no. This pentagram upside down, this is a big old red flag right here, because we have an upwards pentacle, a pentagram within the pentacle, and we have a upside down pentagram. So the star is the pentagram, the coin is the pentacle. Okay, don't get at me in the comments. Anyway, we have one upright and one that is downward. So you being abundant, you taking progress in your life, you taking the next steps to grow. This is going to trigger these past unhealed energies to try to come back and try to mess with you. I'm hearing black magic, spell work, negative crap. Again, I'm hearing like Yodish demonology. I don't know why in the world that is coming to my head, but someone is checking it out. I'm also kind of seeing like the bottom half of a Kabbalah. I don't even want to put that up in here with this upside down pentagram energy, but the Kabbalah is like everything. Like it has all the dimensions. You can fit the planets into it astrologically. You can put the chakras on it. You can figure out, like, check it out is all I'm going to say. If someone is using these lower energies, know that, look at this. Hold on. I wish I could like fold this card, but I'm not going to because I love my decks too much. Look, we have like the upper part of a Kabbalah and the lower part of a Kabbalah. Would you look at that? So one is functioning from an energy of light and growth. The other is functioning from an energy of hatred and darkness. And well, what happens when you go down a dark tunnel is you either get lost in there or you find the light. And it's not your job to do anybody else's work for them. You are no longer crying over spilt milk. You've healed a lot of this energy and you're standing up. I'm hearing get up, stand up. A lot of Bob Marley coming in today. You could be smoking weed as like a means to get in touch with your emotions, your higher self, or I'm hearing telepathically communicate with another being, either on this earth or in a different realm. I don't know your life. With the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, there's definitely love. I feel very inclined to say this is romantic that's coming towards your life. It's very likely that you have manifested this for a very long time and kind of just gave up on it because you kept getting placeholders that were just not worthy of you and your energy and your time, but you needed to fight the hard battle in order to get there. I'm hearing you lost a couple of the battles, but ultimately you won the war. So now that you've forgotten about it, you release this manifestation, you're putting yourself first. You're no longer upset over things that didn't work out because you know that you got your back, the universe got your back, source got your back, your angel spirits, guides got your back. You're so protected, it's not even funny. Anyone who's trying, it's like you're feeling bad for them. It's like you're almost laughing at them, like, because you're like, honey, don't you know who I am? Like, what's going on? So with the Lovers, number 6, Queen of Cups, this is strong standing in your power energy. There's a lobster here, which I think is supposed to be an allusion to Cancer, but I just can't with this deck sometimes. You're definitely in your feminine energy. You are showing unconditional love and forgiveness to everything and everyone that's ever hurt you, but that does not mean that they have a space in your life. These are two different things. And you're realizing this. You're realizing that you can be detached, you can know exactly what's going on, and still not talk to a hoe. Oh my gosh, this reading is unhinged right now. You are on one group 4, but like in a good way. Your energy is just like, I'm loving it right now. I feel called to like put this carnelian, and what else? In the center of your reading, and like tourmaline. Where's my tourmaline? Here we are. Okay, tourmaline. There you go. You're protected. You don't even need this, but just because you'll have some people that are like up in your energy or trying to be up in your energy, and I'm just not even trying to. Ooh, I just got the chills. Ooh. Okay, sorry. There's definitely love coming into your life, and this is authentic, and this is real, and this is true, and this is going to be the one time that you can actually trust it. It's like you've been trusting. I'm hearing these hoes ain't loyal. Oh my god. You have been trusting all these people who are not trustworthy at all whatsoever, and then as soon as you give up and you're like, fuck them, who needs them? Look what shows up in your life. The Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and you love yourself enough to allow yourself to indulge in the pleasure of this beautiful reciprocated love. Look at this energy. Now, I noticed that we didn't really get much wands energy. There were a couple allusions to fire going on up in here, but we didn't get any actual wands. Nor did we get swords. So this lets me know that you're kind of right now keeping things close to your chest. You're not speaking about your projects. You're not speaking about your manifestations. You are bucking up. You are showing up. You're working on yourself, your own energy, your work, your finances. You're not worried about letting other people into your life right now. You're not worried about that passion. You seem pretty intuitive, to be honest with me, or to be honest with you, but it seems like you're not really putting too much of your focus on like the spiritual aspects of life right now. It seems like you're kind of focusing on your masculine energy and your heart. I can see that you're very intuitive and that you've been clearing your mind for a while, and it's like now you're just giving your feminine energy a little bit of a break, honestly. And it's time for you to like open up your heart and actually receive what it is that you've been working so hard for. You've been grounding your intuitive energy. And again, you've been keeping your cards close to your chest. So you're not speaking about these things that you have going on in your life because there's nobody in your life that's really worth sharing it with because they're just taking your energy. This is about to change. And it's important that you know that this is coming up because you don't need to feel hopeless. You don't need to feel upset. You don't need to feel like you're always going to forever be alone and just like close that door forever because that's not the case. I'm hearing, you can leave the door open. You can leave the door open. So, just this energy is going to come into your life and it's going to be blatantly obvious. The biggest challenge that will be attached to this is you opening up your heart one more time. But it will be so apparent that this energy is trustworthy, exactly meant for you. And there's going to be this feminine energy about it that just allows you to trust it because it's able to match you on a spiritual and intuitive level and in the heart. And that's something that you have not been blessed to experience in a long time, if at all. So there is a lot of heavy masculine energy coming from you. It's like heart kind of lower, right? We've been working on these chakras, but when this soft, gentle, understanding feminine energy comes into your life, know that it's for a reason and know that it's authentic. You will know this. You'll pick it up intuitively. You will just know. All of your sensors will go off and it won't be in like a trauma bond, karmic kind of body physical alert because danger kind of way. It's not going to be butterflies in the stomach. It's not going to be your throat blocks up. It's not going to be you see someone from a past life, some karmic stuff. This is going to be authentic. This is going to feel like divinity and unconditional love. No more, no less. So look out for this energy. It is coming in your life right after you feel like it might not. You've been doing a lot of transformational work on yourself, and your reward for this, on top of monetary abundance and some stardom, if I do say so myself, it does look like you're going to have a lot of eyes on you at this time, which is probably why you're keeping things close to yourself. You know that people are watching you, and if people want to be in your life, you are seeing what shows up. You're magnetizing instead of chasing. Because of this, you're magnetizing something that knows your worth and will show up for you, because it can also recognize the same in you. We did get Gemini and then Gemini Cancer here, which indicates that they want to create something with you that is stable. They want to create something with you that is first neighborly, expressive, communicative. They want to learn you. They want to connect intellectually. And they want to create something nurturing that makes you feel safe and cozy and happy. And the intuitive bond will be absolutely recognizable and unbreakable. So, now I'm hearing no scrubs in my head. I don't know if you're musical or you're just kind of sassy group 4. I like your vibe. I'm just going to say it. I'm also hearing shoddy in the club, bottles full of bub. Oh my God. So, release the scrubs. You done been doing it. Release the scrubs. Allow things to continue flipping over because it's almost done. Stand in your power. Shake off all the rest of those little energies that are not serving you. Release that energy from the past you kind of feel inclined to hold on to, and just leave the door open, because what's coming is amazing, beautiful, healing, and unmistakably meant for you. I just got the chills so bad, group 4. I'm going to leave your reading here. I really hope that this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I think that tourmaline and carnelian could be helpful for you right now, particularly the tourmaline. I love you so, so much, and I really hope that this helped. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm. I'm also kind of tasting like balsamic right now. I did not eat it. This is like picking up clairgustance. So that kind of indicates things coming in and out. So there might be an energy that is transforming or has been transforming that you haven't been around or near in a while. And that might be part of what's coming back for you. So leave your door open to energies from the past or familiar people, places, and things, because something might come around that actually surprises you. But keep your standards up for this energy. Do not accept anything less than this. It might be something new, but I actually am getting a bit of a feeling that it's something from the past. And the balsamic reminded me of balsamic moon, which means things fluctuating, right? Coming in and coming out. So there's an energy that's like this in your life. Look for it. As you're flipping over, so is the situation. I'm hearing there needed to be space to breathe. That's kind of specific. I don't know what. I just felt the need to relay that to you before I closed off the reading. So I hope that it helped again, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and freaking life, group 4. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Namaste.